Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video I am going to be doing a Christmas village in a cup. I made one of these and posted it to my crafting group on Facebook, and I had so many comments I couldn't actually answer them all. There was over like 2,000 comments and I just couldn't get to them all, so I decided to do a video showing how I achieved that look. So basically what you're going to need for this project is you're going to need, it's called Faux Snow, and it's sold at Dollar Tree, and it looks just like this, sparkly and crystally looking. But yeah, so Dollar Tree, you're going to need your fake snow, you're going to need scissors, you're going to need a pencil, cardboard, you're going to need Cloudless blue paint, optional. You could use whatever color blue you want, but this works for me. You're going to be needing some toothpicks. You're also going to be needing some spray adhesive. You're going to be needing a hot glue gun. You're going to need it. Can't talk. You're going to need a hot glue gun and glue sticks. You're going to be needing E6000 or either 527, which is better than E6000 in my opinion. I'd rather use this. It doesn't smell as bad as the E6000, and this works for me. And you're going to be needing some figurines of your choice. This is what I have here, and I got those also from Dollar Tree. And in the first village in a teacup that I made, some of the figurines were not available, so I had to go with some different figurines, but it's still going to look cute. So basically I'm going to go ahead now and and before we get into it, you're also going to need these little tiny Christmas trees, also sold at Dollar Tree. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down so we can get into it. And as y'all can see, there's my little helper in the background. Coco. Coco. There's my little baby. She's always everywhere that I am. So yeah, that's my baby Coco. So yeah, back to what I was doing. Okay, so I'm going to try to, first things first, you're going to take, we're going to take our salsa, and we're just going to set that to the side for a minute. So what you're going to do first is you're going to take your pencil and you're going to draw a circle around your cardboard. And then you're going to go ahead, and once you draw the circle, you're going to cut it out. So we're going to go ahead and cut this out. And then you're just going to continue to cut, and you want to cut it to where it's going to actually fit into your cup. So you want to bring your cup back, and you see how that fits right on top. We don't want it to fit on top. We want it to fit in the cup. We want it to go midway in the cup. You don't want it to go all the way into the cup. You just want to have a base to build on. So once you get it cut, you're going to stick it down in there to however you want, and then you're just going to play around with it. And once you get it stuck in the way you want it, you're going to go ahead and take your hot glue and you're going to glue it around in there, and then you're going to secure it with your E6000. And once you do that, you're going to take that cup and you're going to glue it just like this. I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down. So you're going to take your E6000 or your 527 or whatever bond you want to use. I don't recommend using hot glue, not by itself. So I'm just going to let that sit there. I'm going to go ahead and put my lid back on. And you're going to take this and you're going to turn it whichever way you want. And we're just going to place it down on our saucer, and we're going to let that dry. And then you're going to go ahead and stick your piece in. And I'm just going to cut this little bit off. So we're just going to cut a little bit off here. And then you're going to push this down in there and you're going to secure it. And then, like I said, you're going to take your hot glue and you're going to go around it. And I'm just going to set that to the side so that can continue to dry. And we're just going to bring this one back because this one is already done. It's glued in. I went ahead and put my piece in. So this is what it should look like. And I'm going to try to get as close as I can to show you what I did. So if you can see this, I marked out where I want my pond to be and where I want my snow and everything. So yeah, so now that we have that, my pond is here. So I'm going to go ahead and let me try to turn this. And here is where the pond is going to be. And I am just going to take my hot glue and I'm just going to put a little border around where the pond is going to be. So all I'm doing, as you can see, I am just taking and just making a little border. This is where my pond is going to stop. So just like that. And I am going to go ahead and let that dry. I'm going to turn this back. My light is white. And I'm trying to have it so it's not everything, because everything is white. And I'm trying to have a little bit of lighting so it's not blocking everything that I'm doing. But yeah, I have my little pond here, my little hot glue. And now I'm just going to go ahead and place out where I want everything to be. So I have all my little figurines that I'm going to be using right here. I have my little bench, and I'm just placing everything to where I think it's gonna look nice. And I'm not gluing anything down just yet, because I want to play around with it to see how I want everything to look. So now we have our our cardboard glued in place. And now I'm going to go ahead and work on my pond first. So I'm going to grab a paintbrush. And you don't need it doesn't have to be very big. So I'm going to grab a smaller paintbrush. So I have my smaller paintbrush. And I am going to go ahead with my Cloudless blue paint. And I am just going to put a very little bit. Just a little. Don't need much. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and paint over. I'm going to take this off because let me see. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see this, because it's really hard when I have my lighting is bright and I'm working with white. So as you can see, this blue, I'm just going to go ahead and paint. And this is where my pond's going to be. So this is going to be the only part that's painted blue. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish painting around this. And we're going to let that dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and just paint that part blue. And this is, if you ever worked with acrylic paint, you know that it dries really fast. So I have that. And I'm just going to set this off to the side. I really hope that y'all can see what I'm doing. I turned my bright light back. That way y'all can see. But this is it. So this is the only part here that you want to paint blue. We're going to let that dry. There we have that. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to be working with this part up here. So what I want to do first is I'm going to take my spray adhesive that I have here, and we're just going to spray here, and you're just going to spray all around just like that. I'm going to set this down for a second, and I have this little pan here that I'm going to use, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my snow, and we're just going to go ahead and sprinkle some of that snow right onto the spray adhesive that we just put down. And I have this little pan under me that I'm working with because I don't want to get the fake snow all over the place like I did before. So we're just going to pat that down real good, and we're just going to dump off the extra. And this is what we have here. Just like that. So now while everything is still a little wet, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start placing how we want our figurines and stuff to look once we get everything. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some hot glue on the bottoms of this. And we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to stick that down right here. Just like that. And we're going to let that dry. Now, this is where you start picking out whatever decorations you want to use to put in place. However you want it to look. It's up to you. So I have my little lamp night poles here, and I think I want to put one on either side, just like this. And I'm just going to play around with it to see how I want it, see what it's going to look like. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put some hot glue on the back. And we're just going to stick that in place. And we're going to do the same thing to the other one. I think I'm going to slide this back a little. And I'm going to put my other one right on the other side. And before I glue it in place, I'm just going to take a look. I'm just going to go ahead and put some hot glue on this one. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this on. Make sure they're lined up evenly. And this is what we have so far. This is what it looks like. Just like that. And I'll leave this facing this way. Now I'm just going to take my hot glue, my finger, and I'm just going to go ahead and push some of this back. And yeah, let's push this in. I think this may help a little bit. There we go. I'm going to try to work in my lighting just for a second to see if I can fix it. Okay, so hopefully y'all see this. Okay, and I I think I want to do like maybe a Christmas tree in the back. So let me see where I did with it. See if I can find my tree. So here's my Christmas tree, and I think I'm going to stick this right back here. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on here, and then I'm just going to stick that right here, just like that, and I'm just going to allow everything time to dry. And here are some other figurines that I may or may not be using. I have some here, but I don't know what I'm going to use just yet. I may use all of them and I may not. So we have a little kid with a tree. I like that one. Then we have a man with a book. And then here's some kids playing in snow. And here's a woman singer. Here's a snowman. And here's more carolers. And here's a little figurine shoveling snow. So I may or may not use all of them. We're just going to see. Now I'm just going to go ahead and grab my hot glue again. Going to put a glue stick in. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to take some more hot glue just to outline my pole just a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of hot glue to outline the pole or the pond. That way I can keep everything separated. So, and you don't have to do this step. This is just what I do. Just add a little bit of, there we go. Just like that. Okay. Now, you're gonna take your toothpick. What did I just do with them? So here is where we fit to do the pond, and this is the part where you want to be very careful. You don't want to go too fast, and you also don't want to move too slow. So I am going to grab this little piece of wood here, and I'm just gonna put some glue on it. You're going to put that there. So I have my glue here. I'm just going to stick that there. Pull up my sleeves a little. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my hot glue gun. I am going to put some hot glue down in here. And you want to put a good amount. Now, take that toothpick, stick it in your blue paint. And don't put a lot on. And you just want to go ahead and start to swirl that blue paint in. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm just going to continue. We're just going to layer this glue on. Once again, dip that in here, and you're just going to start swirling it around. And you're going to get strands, but that'll be okay, because we're going to keep adding glue, and we're just going to keep smoothing things out. So I'm just going to smooth this out. And I'm coming to the end of my cup with that glue. Continue. You're going to grab some more hot glue. And you're just going to put a little more on. And you're going to start smoothing. This part is time consuming, but it's also very important. This is a very important part. If you want your pond to look like a pond, you want to be very careful. I'm just going to grab another toothpick. I'm just going to grab some more of this paint, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting it in. Grab some more glue. And I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze some more glue in here. And make sure you put a good amount of glue. And I'm going to come up as close as I can. And I hope y'all can see this. And I am just going to start smoothing everything out. Just like this. So this is what it's going to look like. And once your glue settles, it will start to smooth out. And this is what we have. And there's our pond. So this is what it looks like. There's the pond. And now I'm going to let that dry. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out. So I'm going to add a little more hot glue. And I'm just going to come to the end of here. There we go. And now we're just going to go ahead and let that set and do its thing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and work on the bottom. So once again, there is the pond. So now I am just going to take my spray adhesive and we're just going to spray the plate. So just give it a good spray. And take your fake snow on something that you don't mind getting messy, because you don't want the glittery snow all over the place, because it is a pain to clean up. I know. I learned that from the first one I made, and yeah. So now we have our fake snow on, and we're just going to lightly tap to get some of that off. And this is what you're going to end up with. So we're going to push that to the side. I'm going to set this here. Actually, I need to turn this so it's facing me. That way I can see what I want my next step to be. And I got some little pieces of snow on my pond, but that is fine. It is fine. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my figurines and we're just going to start placing them wherever we want it to be. I think I'll try to turn this way so y'all can see what I'm doing. So we have this one here, and I think I might put this one right there. And I'm not going to glue anything in place just yet. I'm just going to play around with it. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to turn it so I can see what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to turn it. Place one here. And I kind of like these two. This one. And I think I'm going to place them up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right on this one right here. And I'm only doing that because I want to take some of this fake snow and put it on there. That way the snow that came on them will match the snow that I just sprinkled into the plate. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You see how this little figurine, how this snow on here is? It's hard to see, I know. But it doesn't match my snow that I just put on these, which is here. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to clean out a little spot. And I'm going to put them right here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. And y'all do not have to do this the exact same way that I'm doing mine. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's going to work and what won't. So I have that here, just like this. And now we're going to play around with the bottom. I'm going to put another Sanger at the bottom, I think. Put some hot glue on it. Put a little bit of that fake snow. And then I'm going to put some hot glue on the bottom. And we're just going to put that right down like that. I think I want to do Frosty the Snowman, or maybe we'll do a guy shoveling snow. So this is what we have so far. I like the idea of the little kids playing in the snow, so I'm just taking some hot glue once again and putting it all over the base of this so I can add that snow to it. So all my figurines will have the same snow, and they won't be off white. Now, grab a glue stick. I'm going to stick that down in here, and I am just going to put some hot glue on, and we're going to go ahead and stick this. I'm going to put this right here. We put that one right there, just like this. I'm going to use my other little figurine that's singing or holding the Christmas Carol book. A caroler is what I'm going to call them. And we're going to put some more snow on it. Hot glue. And I am just going to go ahead and move this little guy over here. And I'm going to put a little more glue on this one. I'm going to take her off because she was leaning to the front a little forward. And I want to kind of have her standing like straight, not tilted or leaning over, if that makes sense. So this is what we have so far. Now I'm going to go ahead and see where I want to put my snowman. Maybe here. So once again, put some of that fake glue, the hot glue, sorry, all over our little snowman figurine, like that. And we're going to go ahead and sprinkle some snow on him, just so he's not as pale, I guess. Or maybe, yeah. Okay, maybe we'll just take that off, which is easy to do. It's fine. Yeah, just give him a little bit of snow. There we go. So this is what we have, and I think I'm going to stick him right there with the little boys that's playing in the snow. I was actually trying to find some figurine ice skaters, but I couldn't find any. And some of my, like I mentioned before, some of the characters in here is different from the very first one that I made and posted to my crafting group. That's because Dollar Tree, I went and looked and I couldn't find any more of those types of figurines. I went to 3 different locations and I couldn't find them anywhere, which I kind of should have grabbed when I seen them, but I didn't. It's fine though. Okay. And I don't want to do like too much to make, like I don't want to make this like over I don't want to do too much. I don't want to take from the pond itself, but I feel like I don't want to do anything else to this. I think I just want to leave it as is. I don't want to do a whole lot of anything to it, if that makes sense. So now we have this. I'm going to try to get that little sparkly piece of glitter off. It's fine. So this is what we have now, and I am just going to go ahead and I'm going to grab me another toothpick because I'm trying to get some of this glitter out of the snow, which is fine. If you get any in there, it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put a little more hot glue right on top. And I'm just going to take my toothpick once again and just spread everything out so it don't clump up on you, because you want it to be a smooth pond. You don't want it to be clumpy. So this is where you want to kind of take your time with it. You don't want to have too much of the glittery snow in it, which I like the shine of the snow. I think sparkly snow is so pretty. That's why I love the winter time. And I'm going to take a little bit of my clear glitter, my white glitter. This is optional. You don't have to do this. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on my pond just to give it some shine. And now I'm going to go ahead and spray the back with my adhesive. So we're just going to go ahead and spray. And then we're just going to sprinkle some more snow because we want that snow all the way around our plate or saucer. And now we're going to go ahead and dump. And now we have it all the way around. The next thing we're going to do is going to put some on the on our handle. So we're just going to take a little bit of that adhesive spray, and I'm just going to spray here. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of snow right on top. Let that dry. And I want a little bit here, down here. So we're just going to put a little bit of snow right down through there. Dump off the extra. So we have a little bit of snow here, in here. And now the last thing that we're going to do, I'm going to take some spray adhesive and spray this, and then we're going to put snow on that. So we're going to take this adhesive and we're just going to spray. I'm going to try to get, there we go. I'm going to let that run down a little bit. And now I'm going to take my snow and we're just going to lightly toss a little up front. Shake. And there we have it. And here it is. This is what it looks like. And I'm not going to do anything else to it. I'm happy with the way it came out. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stuff out of the way. I'm just going to set this here. And move this stuff here. Just brushing out some of this extra. This is the thing with working with glitter. You can get a little bit on your pond, but it's fine. And here it is, all finished. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera back up. And that's it. And here it is. Our little village in a cup. Here's the back. Here's the front. And here is the little pond that's right here. So yeah, if you like this video, please give me a likes and a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to become a member of my YouTube family. And yeah, if you would like to see me do any other types of videos like this, please let me know in the comment box below. And yeah, and I wanted to make sure that you guys was really able to understand what was going on. It would help me out a lot. Oh, before there, I just realized I forgot to do one little thing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera back down because I do not want to leave this little step out. So hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. I just happened to look over and realize that I forgot to add my little trees. I am so sorry about that. I don't want to end this just yet. I'm going to bring my pan back, and I want to show y'all how to put the trees on. So let's move some of this out of the way. Okay. And here's our trees. And they're going to go. So basically, we're going to go ahead and take our scissors, and we're just going to cut off some of these little stems. So we're going to cut off some. That way we can get this to fit up against our cup. So I'm just going to cut some of these off. Not much, just some. So once you cut it, it's going to fit right up against our tree, just like that. But I'm going to go ahead and spray this with some of that. I'm going to spray my tree with some of this adhesive spray. So I'm just going to step back a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and take some of this snow. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on. Because this stuff is, I love this fake snow. It's so pretty. And now we're going to do the same thing with the bottom. We're going to take some of this. Actually, we can use some hot glue. Put it right around the bottom of this. And we're going to add our snow. And now I'm just going to take my hot glue. And we're going to stick this on. Y'all, I am so sorry. I can't believe I forgot this little step right here. And you want to put a little bit of hot glue down here. And then this is what we're going to use to stick it into place. So you're going to go ahead, pull this out or push this in. And we're going to put this tree right here. And we're going to hold this down to let everything dry. And I'm going to grab my other tree that I have here. And we're going to do the same thing here. So I'm just going to cut some of the branches off. So we're just going to cut a little like that. And we're going to see where it's at, like this, just like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and spray this with some of that adhesive spray. So we're just going to spray. And we're just going to go ahead and sprinkle some snow on it. Just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and put some hot glue on the part that we cut, which is here. And then we're going to put some on the bottom. And now we're going to go ahead, turn this upright, and we're just going to stick this right here. Just like that. So I am just going to hold this here. Just like this. And allow everything to dry. And now I'm just getting the glue off my fingers, and we're just going to put a little bit here to help hold that into place. I'm just holding this into place so everything is dry. Okay, now this is what it should look like. Here it is again. I am so sorry, y'all, that I forgot to put my trees on. Yeah, so here it is from the front. And here it is from the back. And if you want, you can spray snow on the back of this too. It's really up to you. Now, I'm going to move this again. We're going to try this one more time. Okay, then. So here it is. There's our little pond. So, yeah. So, once again, if you like this video, please give me a likes up or thumbs up. And if you want to see me do any other type of video like this one, let me know in the comment box. And with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And yeah, if y'all had trouble following the video because of my lighting, please let me know. I'll try to do this again using green trees or another option. That way y'all are able to see. Just let me know if y'all have problems following. With that being said, thank you so much, and I hope y'all all have a nice day. Bye.